Hello again and welcome to another episode of Mindfulness, week 41, Practice a Growth Mindset. And the quote for the week, "You're in charge of your mind. You can help it grow by using it in the right way," by Carol Dweck. Dr. Carol Dweck, a leading expert in the field of motivation, has spent decades researching achievements and success. And through her research, she's discovered something groundbreaking, the power of your mindset. A major factor in our happiness and success is whether we have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Those with a fixed mindset believe their intelligence and abilities are set in stone, so they view failure as a direct measure of their competence and self-worth. They need to appear smart and capable and want to avoid failure at all costs. Those with a growth mindset believe change is possible and even necessary. Failures are viewed as opportunities for learning. With a growth mindset, you are comfortable taking risks and challenging yourself. A growth mindset creates a love of learning and resilience that's essential for great accomplishment. Reinforcing a growth mindset in all your endeavors also supports mindfulness. With the growth mindset, you aren't impeded by concerns about the past or future. You give attention to the present moment by being spacious, flexible, and open to new possibilities and stretching beyond your limiting beliefs, with focused attention in the now. Day 1 journal prompt. Today, I ask myself how I have reinforced a fixed mindset. How have I reacted to challenges, failures, or opportunities for taking risk in the past? Day 2, journal prompt. What limiting beliefs or events trigger a fixed mindset within me? What challenges or risks make me feel insecure? Day 3, journal prompt. In what ways am I now avoiding challenges or opportunities because I fear failure? Day 4, journal prompt. Today, I look for opportunities to practice a growth mindset by challenging myself to try something difficult or stretching myself beyond my perceived limits. This is what happened. Day 5, journal prompt. Today, I practice being a curious learner by asking more questions and being more curious about everyone I meet. This is what I discovered. Day 6, journal prompt. Today, I focus on enjoying and valuing the process of a project or a task rather than focusing on the end result. This is what I noticed. Day 7, journal prompt. Today, I reflect on taking ownership of my attitude to reinforce a growth mindset. This is how I will change my perspective on challenges, failures, limiting beliefs, and learning going forward. And the Bible verse for this week. In Romans 12:2, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Growth begins with mental renewal. God invites us to break from the world's rigid definitions of success or identity and instead cultivate a continually transforming mindset rooted in spiritual truth. And the reflective question for this verse, in what areas of my life do I need to renew my mind to align with God's will? And the spiritual insight for this verse, renewing your mind is the sacred practice of releasing old narratives that no longer serve you and embracing the divine truth that you are always capable of growth, healing, and becoming. And in Proverbs 4:7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and in all you're getting, get understanding. A growth mindset values wisdom over ego, learning over image. God honors the pursuit of deeper understanding more than the appearance of already having the answers. And the reflective question for this verse, do I approach challenges with curiosity and a hunger for wisdom, or with fear and pride? And the spiritual insight for this verse, God's wisdom expands as you open your heart and release the need to appear perfect. Every lesson, even the hard ones, is a spiritual invitation to go deeper. And in Philippians 3:13 and 14, but one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. Paul encourages a mindset of forward movement, letting go of past failures or fixed identities. We are called to press on, growing, evolving, and reaching for what God is still unfolding in us. And the reflective question for this verse: what do I need to release so I can press on with purpose and faith? And the spiritual insight for this verse: spiritual growth is never about staying still. It's about showing up with courage day after day and believing that God's work in you is not yet finished. In conclusion, rewire the mind and realign the spirit. A growth mindset is a spiritual mindset. It's not just about achieving goals, it's about partnering with God and the unfolding of your full potential. Where the fixed mindset clings to fear, the growth mindset clings to faith. It listens more than it defends. It stretches rather than shrinks. This week, as you reflect on your own thoughts and reactions to challenge, let this truth sink in. You were created to grow. Let your mind be renewed, your heart be open, and your journey to be marked not by perfection, but by persistence and grace. Thanks for listening until the end. I'd love to know what you thought about the video layout this week, specifically the reflective questions that I added for each of the Bible verses. How were they helpful for you? Drop a line below. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my website, Reygan360.com, where you can book a one-on-one discovery call to uncover insights on how you can better apply these and other practices in your daily life with ease. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your presence here is greatly appreciated, as your engagement on this channel helps others to find its content for their own benefit, all part of the collective healing efforts across the globe. And if you'd like to join us for a prayer and support group, be sure to check out the link below in the description box. Namaste, namasko.